name is Randy and Jill Thompson. We're originally from Southern California. We came to Connecticut many years ago, and I served churches for about 25 more or less years in Connecticut. During that time, we went through some very, very difficult and dark times. The upshot of that was we had a heart for pastors and the need for a place to get away, to find rest, and to spend time with Jesus. And so we were, by God's grace, we were able about 12 years ago to begin looking for property here in New Hampshire. We announced a year before we left that we were going to leave and move to New Hampshire and open a ministry for pastors. And that was Forest Haven, and that's how we landed here in Bradford, New Hampshire. We are here to provide a place of rest, healing, and hospitality for people who need to get away. I'm a part-time pastor in Concord, and my wife teaches piano lessons here and a music class for preschoolers in town, and really that's how we do that. Church really can't happen until the pastors and the leaders' hearts are renewed. You can plan programs, you can do all sorts of things, but the work of the kingdom of God begins in the heart.
So the whole need for Sabbath rest, and then Jesus' lifestyle of withdrawing regularly to a quiet place to pray.
Yes.
If Jesus needed to do it, why do we think we don't need to do it? I was ready to be done with ministry. I was really ready to be done. And instead, the Lord put on our hearts to be that place, especially in New England. There's other places in the country where there's a lot more retreat places, but there isn't up here. We stock the kitchen with breakfast foods, unless they don't want them, so that they don't have to think about their first meal.
Couple of days here, yeah.
And the first night they're here, we will often have dinner with them. We offer that so we can get to know why they're here and how we can support them in prayer.
Pastors, missionaries, spouses of pastors and spouses of missionaries, and really or parachurch ministers as well.
And church staff.
Church staff, yes.
Women doing Christian ed ministry.
Yes.
It's primarily for pastors and spouses, but anybody who's in the Christian ministry, if we have room, if they're feeling a need to get away.
There was a lot of crises in my first church. A bizarre number of crises in my first church. I had to deal with antagonists, which I was totally unprepared for. And I also went into a mild form of a major depression when my thyroid tanked. So yes, I know what it's like to be in dark, hard places in ministry and find God there. But we also saw there is a real need for places for pastors to go to rest and heal, to receive a healing hospitality.